From the Caribbean News Desk, the Morning Edition. Good morning. I'm Kendol Morgan.
And I'm Denis Chabrol with the latest from across the Caribbean.
6 men have been found guilty in the United States federal court for the assassination of Haitian President Jovenel Moïse. The publication Haiti Libre says the restitution order issued by federal judge Jose Martinez of Miami requires the convicts to pay $6.2 million to President Moïse's widow and his eldest son. Of this sum, Martin Moïse, who currently lives in South Florida, is to receive $5.3 million, while Jovenel Moïse will receive just over $860,000. Those convicted include a Haitian-Chilean businessman, a former Haitian senator, a Haitian American who is a former informant for the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, and 2 former Colombian soldiers.
Trinidad and Tobago's Youth Development and National Service Minister Foster Cummings is planning to sue the state over the apparent leaking of a police special branch report on him to an opposition senator. His lawyer, Ramesh Lawrence Maharaj, told reporters the minister had refuted the contents of the report compiled from police investigations into alleged unscrupulous business dealings, and he has made repeated appeals to the police commissioner to have the records corrected. Maharaj says the case against the state stems from the leaking of the report to opposition Senator Jayanti Lachmadiyal Ramdayal, who then read it out in a political platform.
The evil in this case is not the gathering of the information. The evil in this case is the publishing the private and confidential information. The publication of the contents of this secret special branch note to the opposition senator scandalized the minister, caused him reputational damage, caused him and his family distress and embarrassment, and this also caused distress and embarrassment to his constituents.
Guyana is tightening up the use of its foreign exchange market by businesses from Trinidad and Tobago and Suriname. There was a prolonged shortage of U.S. dollars in those 2 sister CARICOM member states, causing businesses to go to Guyana to buy foreign currency and pay for imports to the 2 countries. After businesses complained bitterly about being on waiting lists at commercial banks for foreign currency, the Bank of Guyana recently intervened in the market by making $80 million available. Top financial sector officials, however, say that businesses will have to provide documents such as invoices to the tax and the customs agency to prove that payments are for exports to Guyana.
The Antigua-based regional airline Liat 2020 has received its long-awaited air operator's certificate, giving it the green light to begin passenger flights. Liat 2020 was established to replace Liat 1974 Limited, which ceased operations in January this year after half a century of serving mainly the eastern and southern Caribbean. But flights of the new airline will not begin immediately as it faces yet another delay. Antigua's Prime Minister Gaston Brown says this time it's over a matter with the Caribbean Development Bank.
I'm pleased to announce that Liat 2020 has received its air operating certificate. You wouldn't believe what the hold-up is now. You know, the government of Antigua and Barbuda would have placed $12.1 million in escrow to purchase the 3 aircraft. And what is holding us up right now is that the Caribbean Development Bank has been vetting the sales agreement for over 2 weeks now. I'm told over a month. I hope it doesn't go beyond next week. I'm hoping by early next week we'll get it, because I don't understand why a sales agreement has to take so long to go to drag on for another week, because I don't know that a sales agreement is so complex that the legal department in the Caribbean Development Bank has to take so long to resolve that.
Elsewhere in the Caribbean, 10 Haitian children have arrived in Italy to live with their Italian adopted parents. The children had been waiting for months to be able to join their Italian families, with whom they contacted only via video call.
Haiti's Prime Minister Gary Conille was hospitalized over the weekend with a respiratory problem. The 58-year-old Conille was sworn into office last Monday after his selection by Haiti's governing Presidential Transitional Council.
Convicted former Premier of the British Virgin Islands Andrew Foy has requested a delay in his June 25 sentencing date, citing a scheduling conflict. Foy was convicted in a U.S. court in February on multiple charges, including conspiracy to import cocaine and money laundering.
And before we go, we join the regional celebration of the West Indies commanding victory in their second Cricket World Cup match against Uganda over the weekend. The Windies play their next match against New Zealand on Wednesday at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in the Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. This has been the morning edition from the Caribbean News Desk. You may contact us by phone or WhatsApp at +592 700 9293. Thanks for listening.